extensor pollicis brevis, extensor pollicis longus, and the extensor indicis. So we have got these 5 muscles of the deep group. We have talked already about the superficial group muscles. Now we'll talk about this deep group muscle group origin and insertion. So first of all, we'll talk about the supinator muscle. The supinator muscle, it has got the 2 heads of the origin. You can see this is a supinator muscle, and it is getting origin by the 2 heads. One is the humeral head, other one is the ulnar head, right? The humeral head, it is getting origin from the lateral epicondyle of the humerus. You can see this is a lateral epicondyle of the humerus, and this ulnar head, and this is coming from the supinator crest. किसी को याद है जी supinator crest क्या होती है? The ridge present on the upper lateral surface of the ulna, or you can say the upper part of the interosseous border of the ulna, right? So, and this muscle is also getting origin from the annular ligament of the proximal radial ulnar joint. Annular ligament कहाँ पे होता है जी? कोई बताएगा? किसी को याद है? Annular ligament जी, that encircles the head of the radius. ठीक है? So it is also, you see, यहाँ कैसे आ रहा तो यहाँ पे there must be the annular ligament. So some fibers are coming also from the annular ligament of the proximal radial ulnar joint, right? So, and the insertion क्या है जी? And after getting origin from the both places, the fibers, they are going to wind around the neck and the shaft of the radius. Okay? The lateral aspect of the neck and the shaft of the radius. These fibers are going to wind around, and then they are going to be inserted over the neck and the whole shaft of the upper 1/3 of the radius. ठीक है जी? Upper 1/3 of the radius की neck पे उसके shaft के the fibers are going to be inserted. And the nerve of the posterior compartment, कोई बताएगा जी? किसी को याद है? posterior compartment की nerve कौन सी होती है? या 62
रेडियल नर्व।
शाबाश, रेडियल नर्व की कौन सी ब्रांच बेटा?
सर एक सुपरफिशियल ब्रांच सर।
बेटा सुपरफिशियल तो सुपरफिशियल है ना, वो डीप तो वो मसल्स को सप्लाई कैसे करेगी? ऑफ कोर्स डीप
सर
ब्रांच, ठीक है?
डीप ब्रांच जो होती है वो तो 2 मसल्स को सप्लाई नहीं करती सर।
डीप ब्रांच 2 मसल्स सप्लाई करती है
सर वो सुपिनेटर और एक और थे।
बेटे डीप ब्रांच जो है ना, द डीप ब्रांच इट इज गोइंग टू सप्लाई अ लॉट ऑफ मसल्स, ठीक है? अभी हम उसके बारे में डिस्कशन करेंगे, ठीक है? The deep branch of the radial nerve is also called as the posterior interosseous nerve, ठीक है ना? And this posterior interosseous nerve is going to supply about all the muscles of the posterior compartment except 2, ठीक है? वो हम डिस्कस करेंगे, except 3 muscles हम वो डिस्कस करेंगे. So deep branch of the radial nerve होता है posterior interosseous nerve is the nerve supply. इसका एक्शन क्या होगा जी? फंक्शन क्या होगा सुपिनेटर का? It's responsible for what? It's a supinator of the forearm, ठीक है? ठीक है जी? सुपिनेशन का मतलब पता है ना जी? कैन एनीबॉडी डिफाइन द सुपिनेशन? सुपिनेशन को कोई डिफाइन कर सकता है? चलो, वेरी गुड. So now we'll talk about the other muscle, that is the abductor pollicis longus. Abductor pollicis longus, this muscle is a bigger muscle. It's getting origin from the posterior surface of the shaft of the radius and the, right? Posterior surface of the shaft of the radius and the ulna. The ulna से आ रहा है इसका कुछ एक head, one head is getting origin from the radius, right? So it's a bigger muscle, and also it's getting origin from the intervening interosseous membrane. ठीक है? दोनों bones के दरमियान में interosseous membrane है, right? So this muscle is getting origin from the posterior surface of the shaft of the radius and the ulna and the intervening interosseous membrane. ठीक है? इसकी insertion देखें, that this tendon is going to be inserted at the base of the first metacarpal bone. You see, this is the first metacarpal. So it's going to be inserted over the base of the first metacarpal bone. ठीक है? And again, its nerve supply is coming from the deep branch of the radial nerve. ठीक है? And its action, its name is branding abductor है. क्या करेगा? It is responsible for the abduction of the thumb. ठीक है जी? Abduction of the thumb. It also helps in the extension of the thumb. Okay. The other muscle is the extensor pollicis brevis muscle. this muscle is a smaller muscle that is coming from the posterior surface of the shaft of the radius. ठीक है जी, posterior surface of the shaft of the radius, and this tendon, it is passing along with the tendon of the abductor pollicis longus, and it is going to be inserted at the base of the proximal phalanx of the big toe. This is of the thumb, right? So ये thumb के जो first proximal phalanx है वहाँ पे जाके attach. Clear जी? So abductor pollicis longus कहाँ पे attach हो रहा है? To the base of the first metacarpal, and the extensor pollicis brevis, it is going to be inserted at the base of the proximal phalanx of the thumb, right? The other, and this again, its nerve supply is coming from the deep branch of the radial nerve, the posterior trochleus nerve, and इसका function क्या होगा जी? Extensor pollicis brevis है ना, तो क्या करेगा? Extension करेगा. Extension कहाँ पे करेगा?
Extension.
कहाँ करेगा? Metacarpophalangeal joint पे, ठीक है? This is the metacarpal and this is the proximal phalanx. तो extension कहाँ पे हो रही है? Metacarpophalangeal joint. So extends the metacarpophalangeal joint of the thumb. ठीक है जी? Is it clear? Now we'll go for the extensor pollicis longus. This is a muscle which is coming from the posterior surface of shaft of the ulna, right? Its name is longus, right? So longus muscle जो भी है कहाँ पे जाके insert करता है जी? The longus is going to be inserted over the distal phalanx.
Distal phalanx.
ठीक है? So this muscle is coming from the posterior surface of shaft of the ulna and is going to be inserted at the base of the distal phalanx of the thumb. ठीक है जी? और उसका function क्या होगा? It extends the distal phalanx of the thumb. ठीक है? Extension किस पे करेगा? Distal phalanx of the thumb के ऊपर. Okay. The other muscle is the extensor indicis muscle. Again, this muscle is coming from the posterior surface of the shaft of the ulna and the intervening interosseous membrane, and it is going to be inserted over the extensor expansion of the index finger. Extensor expansion किसी को याद है जी? क्या होती है extensor expansion? Can anybody tell me जी extensor expansion? How the extensor expansion is formed? Good. So it is going to be inserted over the extensor expansion of the index finger, and again is going to be supplied by the deep branch of the radial nerve, and it is responsible for the extension of the metacarpophalangeal joint of the index finger. ठीक है जी? Okay जी. So we have finished with the muscles of the deep group. Now we'll talk about the nerve of the compartment. The nerve of the compartment, I told you, is a branch of the radial nerve. There's a deep branch of the radial nerve, and it's also called the posterior interosseous nerve. ठीक है जी? Radial nerve कोई मुझे बताएगा जी? Radial nerve is a branch of the. बेटे जल्दी करें, चीज़ें आप लोगों ने पढ़ी हुई है ना, इनको रिकॉल करना पड़ता है, इसलिए पढ़ना ज़रूरी नहीं. Radial nerve is a branch of the, you can see, radial nerve is coming from
posterior cord.
Yes, it's a branch of the posterior cord of the brachial plexus, and you can see
brachial plexus, sorry.
And you see, you can say that's the largest branch of the brachial plexus even, right? Because it is receiving the roots from all of the roots forming the brachial plexus. ठीक है? इसकी जो इसमें जो fibers आ रहे हैं वो तमाम roots में से आ रहे हैं, ठीक है? And that is उसकी root value क्या होगी then? C5, 6, 7, 8, T1, ठीक है? Radial nerve is the largest branch of the brachial plexus, and it's it also gets a terminal branch of the posterior cord, and its root value is C5, C6, 7, 8 and T1. अच्छा जी, कोई मुझे कोर्स बताएगा जी? स्टार्ट से शुरू करते हैं रेडियल नर्व को, ताकि थोड़ा सा आपका रिकॉल भी हो जाए, थोड़ा सा रिवीजन भी हो जाए, ठीक है? So the radial nerve, it runs behind the third part of excision. This is an axillary artery, and it is located where? इसका relation क्या है? It's coming from the posterior cord. The posterior cord कहाँ पे होता है? It is lying posterior to the axillary artery, ठीक है? And again, this nerve is also running on behind the third part of the axillary artery, and then it is running behind the posterior aspect of the brachial artery then, ठीक है? And then it is going to leave the arm, ठीक है? And leaving the arm and entering into the posterior aspect. Rather, you can say it is going to leave the anterior aspect of the arm, ठीक है? And enters into the posterior aspect, or going to the posterior compartment of the arm by passing through the lateral triangular space. You can see this one is running downwards over here, and then it is going to pass through this lower lateral triangular, see, space or the triangular interval over here, along with the profunda brachial vessels. किसी को याद है जी? So it's going to leave the axilla and entering into the posterior compartment of the arm by passing through this lower lateral triangular space or triangular interval. ठीक है? And this triangular space is bounded squarely by the teres major, medially by the long head of the triceps, and laterally by the
Humerus.
humerus. ठीक है? And इसके साथ जो इसका जो accompanying जो vessel आ रही है, that is a profunda brachial vessel. And after entering the posterior compartment through this space, it is going to run or in the spiral groove present on the posterior surface of the humerus. ऐसे ही है जी. In the spiral groove, it runs downwards and laterally. ठीक है? Spiral groove में it is running downwards and laterally, and then just 5 centimeter below the deltoid tuberosity, it is going to pierce this lateral intramuscular septum, and is going to reach at the enter the anterior compartment of the lower part of the arm. ठीक है? So after piercing the lateral intramuscular septum, it is going to lie where? In the lower part of the anterior compartment of the arm. ठीक है जी? और यहाँ पे आने के बाद it is going to runs downwards. ठीक है? Reaches the cubital fossa over here, and in the cubital fossa, it is lying between the brachialis muscle and the brachioradialis. You can see this muscle, brachioradialis. उसके साथ एक और muscle पड़ा होता है. कौन सा पड़ा होता है जी? Lateral compartment.
Brachialis.
Brachioradialis के साथ एक और muscle होता है यहाँ पे, on the lateral aspect of the forearm में. Extensor carpi radialis longus, right? So it is lying in the cubital fossa between the brachialis medially and brachioradialis and the extensor carpi radialis longus laterally, right? And when it will reach in front of the lateral epicondyle of the humerus, it is going to divide into two branches, the superficial branch and the deep branch. Is it clear जी? यहाँ तक clear हो गया आपको कि radial nerve start करते हैं हम arm से, और arm से start करने के बाद we are going to trace it down, that it up that in the arm, in the axilla, it is running behind the axillary artery, third part of axillary artery, and that is going to leave the axilla and enter into the posterior compartment of the arm by running here through this low triangular space here, okay, and then it's going to run in the this spiral groove here, okay, and in the spiral groove it is running downwards and laterally and reaches the lateral aspect of the arm where it is going to pierce the lateral intramuscular septum and come to lie into the anterior compartment of the anterior compartment of the lower part of the arm here. And then here in the anterior compartment, it reaches in the cubital fossa, lies between the brachialis muscle and the brachioradialis and the extensor carpi radialis longus muscle. And in front of the lateral epicondyle, it is going to divide into the superficial branch and the deep branch. Is it clear, Ji? Okay. Achha, don't do this one. Okay. So over here, in the lower part of the arm, it is going to give the certain branches. It's going to give the branches to the brachioradialis muscle. नहीं करो बच्चे, अपना माइक ऑफ कर दें, अपना माइक ऑफ करो. So brachioradialis and the extensor carpi radialis longus, and then it's also going to give a small point to the brachialis muscle over here. The proprioceptive fibers मैं आपको बता चुका हूँ पहले. ठीक है जी. Or here in this region is also going to give the articular branch to the elbow joint. Okay, now we'll talk about the superficial branch of the radial nerve. The superficial branch of the radial nerve is a direct continuation. You can see this is a continuation of the radial nerve basically, and it runs downwards under the cover of the brachioradialis. This is a muscle. Okay, it is lying under the cover. You can see the here this muscle has been retracted, right? So that you can see this nerve over here. So it lies under the cover of the brachioradialis muscle over the substance of the supinator muscle. This is the supinator muscle. So यहाँ पे इसके ऊपर ये रखा है, ठीक है? And in the mid of the forearm, it is going to lie on the lateral aspect of the radial artery. You can see in the mid of the forearm, it is going to lie on the lateral aspect of the radial artery, and in the distal part of the forearm, it is just going to wind around the lateral aspect of the lower part of the forearm behind the tendon of the brachioradialis and goes to the dorsal aspect of the wrist, as you can see. Dorsal aspect of the forearm here, right? So the superficial branch of the radial nerve is a direct continuation of the radial nerve, runs under the cover of the brachioradialis muscle. In the middle of the forearm, it is running on the lateral aspect of the radial artery. Then in the lower part of the forearm, it is going to leave the forearm by winding around its lateral border, okay, under the tendon of this brachioradialis muscle, and come to lie on the dorsal aspect of the lower part of the forearm near the wrist over here. And over here, after reaching near the wrist, it is going to divide into the lateral and the medial branches, which are further going to give the dorsal digital branches. And this superficial branch is going to supply the lateral 2/3 of the posterior surface of the hand and the lateral 3.5 fingers up to the proximal phalanx. ठीक है जी, यहाँ तक proximal phalanx से supply करेगा. Here, ठीक है, you can see the lateral branch आ रही है. So it's going to supply the the dorsum of the thumb here, and then it's going to supply over the proximal phalanx. Right? So the at the area of the wrist, it is going to divide into the lateral and the medial branches, which are further going to give the dorsal digital branches, which are going to supply the lateral 3.5 of the dorsum of the hand and also the 3.5 fingers, lateral 3.5 fingers up to the proximal phalanx. Let me just show you. This is an area of the distribution of the radial nerve. You can see. You see the 3.5 of the dorsum of the hand and the lateral 3.5 fingers up to the dorsum of the dorsal aspect of the fingers up to the proximal phalanges. ठीक है जी, the problem तो नहीं है जी superficial branch radial nerve. Okay जी, now we'll talk about the deep branch of the radial nerve. And the deep branch of the radial nerve, I told you that this is the smaller terminal branch. Okay, so it's one of the smaller terminal, one of the terminal branches of the radial nerve, given in front of the lateral epicondyle, and after getting origin, it is going to pierce the supinator muscle. ठीक है, ये supinator muscle को pierce करेगा, right? And after piercing the supinator muscle, it is going to wind around the lateral aspect of the neck of the radius in the fibers of the supinator muscle. ठीक है, supinator muscle के जो fibers हैं इसके दरमियान में ये run करेगा with the two planes of supinator muscle and winds, and then it is going to leave the anterior compartment by passing through the supinator muscle, and it is going to enter into the posterior compartment of the forearm. ठीक है जी, posterior compartment of the forearm. Now over here, it is just going to enter the posterior compartment by piercing through the supinator muscle. ठीक है, lower part of the supinator muscle को pierce करके is going to be enter over here in the posterior compartment, and it is named as the posterior interosseous nerve. ठीक है, ये posterior interosseous nerve, and it is going to appear between the superficial and deep muscles. You can see now it is lying over the deep muscles. इसके ऊपर से superficial muscles has been removed, right? So here it is going to lie between the superficial and the deep muscles. Then it's going to run downwards over the substance of the this muscle, that is the abductor pollicis longus. ठीक है, and at the lower border of the abductor pollicis longus, it is going to passes deep to the extensor pollicis longus over the surface of the interosseous membrane. ठीक है जी, यहाँ से देखिए lower border of the abductor pollicis longus ये pierce करेगी, it's going to deep to the extensor pollicis longus, right? And this is going to run over the interosseous membrane. ठीक है जी, कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है बच्चे? And over and near the wrist, it is going to enter into the fourth compartment of the extensor retinaculum. ठीक है, and it is going to end into the pseudoganglion over here in this region. Or rather, it is going to end by supplying the wrist and the intercarpal joints. Okay, so this nerve, it is getting origin in front of the lateral epicondyle of the humerus, then it's going to pierce through the supinator muscle and winds around the lateral aspect of the neck of the radius, and it's going to enter in the posterior compartment by piercing through the lower border of the supinator muscle and comes to lie in the posterior compartment between the superficial and deep muscles, and then it's going to run downwards over the abductor pollicis longus, and the lower border of the abductor pollicis longus is going deep to the extensor pollicis longus over the posterior surface of the intraosseous membrane. And here remember one thing, that this nerve is accompanied by the artery, that is the posterior intraosseous artery. Okay? And this posterior intraosseous artery is a branch of the common intraosseous artery, which is a branch of the ulnar artery ultimately. Well, this nerve then is going to enter the fourth compartment. It ends by turning into the pseudoganglion in the fourth compartment of the extensor retinaculum, and it ends by supplying the wrist joint and the intercarpal joints. Now we'll talk about the branches of this posterior intraosseous nerve. So with a posterior intraosseous nerve, before entering the supinator muscle over here, supinator में दाखिल होने से पहले, it is going to give the branch to the extensor carpi radialis brevis muscle and the supinator muscle itself. In the substance of the supinator muscle, it is going to give branch to the supinator. Okay? And after emerging from the supinator muscle, it is going to give the branches towards the extensor digitorum, extensor digiti minimi, and extensor carpi ulnaris. And after that, giving these branches, these three branches to the superficial muscle. You can see extensor carpi, extensor digitorum, extensor digiti minimi, extensor carpi ulnaris. Then it is going to divide into the medial and the lateral branch. Okay, and the lateral branch, say it's going to spare these two lateral muscles, abductor pollicis longus and extensor pollicis brevis, and then the middle branch is going to spare the extensor pollicis longus and the extensor indicis muscle. Here you can see the lateral branch and the medial branch. Okay, ये दो muscle को ये display कर रही है और दो muscle को ये lateral branch display कर रही है. Is it clear? And in the articular branches of this nerve, is going to spare the wrist joint, distal radioulnar joint, and the intercarpal or the metacarpal joints. It's going to give the sensory branches to the intraosseous membrane, radius, and the ulna, right? Okay, Ji. So we are finished with the nerve. Now we'll talk about the artery. As far as the artery is concerned, the arterioles of the posterior compartment, the posterior intraosseous artery, which is again the small terminal branch of the common intraosseous. You see, the common intraosseous artery, which is a branch of the ulnar artery. This is an ulnar artery, और ये से आपकी common intraosseous artery आ रही है, right? In this common intraosseous artery is a small trunk, I told you before, is 0.5 centimeter. As soon as it rises, it is going to divide into the two branches, the anterior intraosseous artery and the posterior intraosseous artery. Well, this posterior intraosseous artery, you can see now, this is a common intraosseous, and going to give this the anterior intraosseous artery here, and the posterior intraosseous artery is going to leave the anterior aspect and entering into the posterior compartment by passing between the, here you can see, this is an oblique cord और intraosseous membrane के upper margin से, ठीक है? इन दोनों के दरमियान में से it is going to pass, leave the anterior compartment and entering into the posterior compartment. Here you can see this one. You see this green mark. This is basically representing this. This green color is representing the posterior intraosseous artery, which is coming through this gap on the upper margin of the intraosseous membrane. Okay? This is the posterior intraosseous artery. Okay? In this posterior intraosseous artery, just show you. It is going to appear on the posterior aspect of the forearm between the supinator muscle. You can see it's appearing over here between the supinator and the abductor pollicis longus. इन दोनों को दरमियान में से आ रही है, ठीक है? It is entering the posterior compartment by passing between the supinator muscle and the abductor pollicis longus. And over here, it is going to give this branch that is a recurrent intraosseous recurrent artery, which is a branch of the posterior intraosseous artery, right? And it is going upwards, okay, and it reaches at the posterior aspect of the lateral epicondyle of the humerus, and it ends by making anastomosis with the descending branch of the profunda brachii artery, ठीक है जी, or the radial collateral artery. ये याद है ना, हमने पढ़ा था elbow joint के anastomosis around the elbow joint. I told you before. So you can see this posterior intraosseous artery, it is going to enter into the posterior compartment between the superior muscle and abductor pollicis longus, and then it is going to run over the surface of this muscle accompanying the posterior intraosseous nerve, and at the lower border of the extensor indicis, it is markedly reduced, and it ends by making anastomosis with the anterior intraosseous artery. अगर आपको याद हो तो मैंने आपको बताया था कि एंटीरियर इंट्रोशियस आर्टरी जो है इट इज जस्ट यू नो anterior introitious artery at the lower part of the here you can see anterior introitious artery aa rahi hai na. At the upper border of the pronator quadratus it is going to pierce the introitious membrane and goes to the posterior compartment. ठीक है. And here you see anterior introitious artery is going to pierce introitious membrane and come to lie in the lower 1/4 of the posterior aspect of the forearm. So the posterior compartment, the lower 1/4, that is supplied by the anterior introitious artery, and this artery, the posterior introitious artery, it is going to end by making an anastomosis with the anterior introitious artery. Is it clear जी? कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है? So posterior introitious artery की जो blood supply है वो कितने एरिया तक है जी? Upper 3/4 of the posterior aspect of the forearm, and the lower 1/4 is replaced by the anterior introitious artery, and this is in a viva question. ठीक है? So we have finished with the posterior compartment of the forearm. कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है बच्चे इसमें?
No